For a brand new episode of Kill Tony, Volume 2. Give it up to Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yay! Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy moly. Oh, you guys are still clapping. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now this is exciting. Boy, oh boy. All right. Save your energy, everybody.
Jesus. That was like a studio audience.
It's pretty good. Fuck yeah. Welcome, everyone, to episode 42 of Kill Tony. This is so exciting. Another fun Monday night. I'm very excited about a lot of things. The La Jolla episode just came out. I got to watch some of that today, and that's very entertaining. We took Kill Tony to the La Jolla Comedy Store and had a blast down there. It was a lot of fun. We had the Iron Josh, we had our regular girls, and it was a blast. And now we're back home. And, yeah, and it's a Monday night, so what the fuck?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, why am I so loud? This sound thing is still driving me crazy. It's funny because we had the sound worked out right when we first, got here, and then the ghost.
And then they changed things. The ghost,
The
yes. Fuck yeah. So... yeah, I get my wisdom teeth taken out tomorrow, everybody. Thank you very much. Very, very not excited about that. I'm in my head about it. There you go, this guy right here. Thank you. That's my dentist, everyone. He told me I'll feel good.
Have you had any dental work before? Like, have you had a lot of dental work? Because I've been in the dentist most of my life. And, it sucks because I have acid reflux now. And I have, these two teeth are fake. And they're just dissolving because of my acid burping. And so I have to go back and get new teeth.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I was really thinking the other day, I was at Staples, should I just buy whiteout and just paint it?
Oh, that'd be great. Please do that some night. You should do that the night before you go to the dentist one night, just so that I can laugh my ass off.
Start bedazzling it.
Oh, yeah. Because, what's funny about that is you don't realize how not white people's teeth are until you have something white in your mouth. And then, yeah. So that would be great. Yeah. I'd love to see you with some white out on your teeth.
I should.
And if you wanted me to, I'd be honored to be the guy to paint your teeth for you.
Would it even stick?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Let's find out.
Has anybody,
anyone got any whiteout?
Yeah, this guy knows a lot about that. He just did the old, you just gotta...
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, there's a battery here. That's exciting. We'd like to thank our new sponsor, Sony Alkaline, getting in the podcast game. Thank you, Sony. Congratulations. Coca-Cola, Boston Market. I didn't even know Boston Market was still a thing, but you came in with 7 courses this evening.
Oh, that's right. Boston Market's the bomb. And they have one of those Coke machines where it has all the different flavors, where you could be grape Coke Zero, or whatever you want. And so what sucks, though, is it confuses old people. And so there's a line of 3 old people, and it took them literally 10 minutes each to try to figure out how to work that machine.
They don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's like an answer machine to them or something.
I don't get it.
It's weird.
Well, how exciting. For those of you that have paid attention to the show over the last few weeks, we've been rotating our head of securities. Man, I swear to God, I am so excited about tonight's head of security. We've tried a lot. We've had so many different types, shapes, and sizes of patriots, and this week will be no different. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our new head of security. It's Iron Earl Skakel, everybody. Wow. Oh shit. Look at the body. Already getting a lot of feedback on this one. Fuck yeah. Rumored to be one of the meanest patriots, one of the most anti-comedian patriots.
I'd like to tell all you fat, lazy, unfunny, out-of-shape open micers, you better be funny or you're out.
There you go. He's laying the fucking smackdown.
This is one of the first times where the security guard's actually a security guard.
It's also our first patriot that isn't wearing the mask. We looked at him with the mask, we looked at him without the mask, and we said, you know what? His face is funnier than the mask. So Let's just leave the mask in the box. Put on the headset. And have him wear those big bifocals that you wear.
Superpowers come from these glasses. I can see how ugly all of you are. So hold your women down while they see what a real sexy robot is all about.
Fuck yes. This is the Patriot that will steal your wife from you. Oh, wow.
Oh, he just flung something on the audience.
Fuck yeah. He's wearing the iron bra, it appears. I can't believe that part wasn't connected to the rest of the outfit. That is great. This is great podcasting, describing what this looks like right now.
For the people listening to the audio, just imagine a gay porn with one person.
Fuck yeah. It's like one guy, one cup.
Solo masturbation scene in the belly room.
Just imagine a real sexy body in your woman's arms.
The one. Oh my god. This gyrating hip motion you do. Okay. Well, fuck yeah, I'm so excited to have you here. What are we gonna, normally when the Iron Patriot's here, and if somebody doesn't show up for their spot, they get blacklisted, and the Iron Patriot would make a bunch of noises like pew 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 poom poom. What are you gonna do if Wow. Fuck yeah. If they blow it here tonight, you're gonna make the blow. All right, fuck it. Well, let's keep this fun train moving along. You know.
In case somebody calls you.
Yeah, it's true. We had an interesting thing happen tonight, and we have made some quick. What? Do I have a thing coming? There is a thing coming? No. What are you telling me to do? Oh.
We have yours.
Yeah. No, thanks, Josh. He gave us this signal, which obviously means feedback is happening, everyone. He heard what all of you heard and gave us a brand new signal for that. The old finger down towards the ground signal, which apparently now means we are having feedback. Wow, this is a great episode so far.
It's a weird one, right?
Yeah. And
we got Liza Minnelli behind us, or whatever.
Liza Minnelli.
Liza
I can
Minnelli.
see your love for musical theaters really coming out.
Does that look
tonight.
like that chick?
Oh, where is this? Where? What? Get that off me! Why do you do stuff like that? Always trying to touch me with something gross.
Probably be with
No,
the
stop
audience.
it! Get this thing out of here.
Why is
I
it-
told Josh Josh, what did I tell you?
I like it.
Oh my god!
Put it over here.
All right, I get it.
Sit right here.
Oh god, this is the worst ever. I told Josh. I walked in, and Josh sets everything up, and I walked in and I saw that fucking blow-up doll, and I said, Josh, if we get that anywhere near, I literally said, if we get that anywhere near Red Band, he's gonna turn into a fucking 3-year-old. And this goddamn blow-up doll is gonna have its own podcast next week. Okay, there you go. That's for anybody who's watching, listening to this. You should be. Hopefully, this will help our views on Vimeo. Having a podcast that can only be listened to. All right.
That'll be
So
the audience after the third comic.
Okay, let's just get the blow-up doll out of here. Who wants a souvenir blow-up doll, everybody?
Yeah, it's been
No,
used.
okay,
It's
there we
been
go.
used.
All
I
right.
actually like it. Keep it. I want it behind me.
I know you do. Okay, just stop touching it. It's very distracting. What's this thing?
Oh, it's a new kitty cat.
Aw, okay.
Missy Martinez gave that to me. Are you
Oh,
stalling?
awesome.
Are you stalling right now?
I am because one of our guests couldn't make it, and I'm just realizing that it's official that he's probably not going to make it, which is a real shame. But
Yeah.
luckily we have substitutes, and
He even tweeted it today. I just hope that he's not dead.
oh, don't say that.
I think
However,
I think
I'm
he
with
got
you on
tired tweeting.
Huh?
oh my god, he probably did. Luckily, I have two of my funniest friends here in place of all of that and with that. So here they are, everybody. It's the great Ari Shaffir and Jayson Thibault.
And when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win.
Hell yeah.
It legs so short and thin.
Fuck yeah.
Jado.
Welcome, gentlemen. Professionals.
Am I getting
here.
feedback? Am I getting feedback, anyone? Suck it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm wearing the same socks as Josh Martin, I noticed.
Oh.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what that does for us.
I don't know.
It's just a thing.
Where'd you get them from?
Josh Martin?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't realize, but probably that's the cupcake store.
Interesting.
Urban Outfitters, yeah. That's where it was.
You guys are very, like, close on the evolutionary chart. You both have those little flappy beards and glasses and...
Josh looked like the leftover in our twins situation.
Yeah, you're the Schwarzenegger in the movie Twins.
Yeah.
He's the Danny DeVito.
Yeah. There's a little left if you want to do another one.
I think that would be an excellent idea.
Hey, nobody asked you other one.
I'm sorry, Ari.
Okay.
What do you guys think of our new head of security, huh? You ever seen anything like that before?
We were saying earlier that like he's the first one of all the Iron Patriots that actually looks like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like if he showed up versus all the other ones, I'd be like, oh, cool, someone's about to get their ass kicked or fucked. Either way.
Right.
There you go.
Nice thrusting.
Probably the superhero with the worst vision ever, that's for sure.
If
but if he finds if he finds the
somebody.
villain he's looking for, they're gonna get it really bad.
he looks like the bartender if Marvel Studios opened up a gay bar.
Fuck yeah, X-Men only.
The Iron Finger Blaster.
Ha ha on
X-Men
that?
only.
Really? A ha ha?
That's good.
How dare you guys turn on me? A Marvel gay bar.
I got
All
you.
right, fuck it.
That won't be the worst joke you've heard.
Thank God.
Oh
It'll be
shit.
called Marvelous.
Iron Skakel, do you have any
All right.
questions for our guests?
No, I pretty much got this show nailed.
Good.
Skakel, what's in your front? What's in your cod piece there?
About 9 inches.
All right. Good answer.
About. Keyword about. Yeah.
About 9 inches.
11 in the right hands.
Which would be an infant's hands, just if anybody's wondering. Some sort of blind baby holding a 4-inch dick.
If you were a superhero, what do you think your superpower would be?
White power.
Holy shit. Wow.
It was so fast.
You didn't even let me finish the question.
I think he didn't even hear the question. He was just coincidentally saying white power in that moment.
It was the slightest pause, though. Like he was thinking of maybe invisibility, but nah, white power.
What's better than invisibility?
White power.
White power.
Wow.
Splendid.
That
Splendid.
is awesome.
What would you do with that power?
Everything I could. Except be white.
Question for Earl. Do you know that you're actually white?
Yeah, I'm white. I got money.
All
I
right,
wash roots backwards.
Why is that?
Well, I do the same thing with Philadelphia. Tom Hanks gains weight.
All right.
Hey, they all can't be fucking home runs.
Set the bar too high.
I set the bar high. I'm working
did.
back down.
You did.
Stuff
Well,
what Marino did.
This is great. I'm so glad to have all you guys here. You guys know how the format works. A bunch of comedians signed up tonight for the chance to do a minute and get some kind of criticism,
Hey,
constructive.
let me
or
ask the
whatever
comedians a
anyway.
question. Have any of you guys gotten anything off this? Have you, like, people tweeted you guys and stuff when they hear you? Yeah? Oh, fuck yeah.
Good.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All we got to was a talk from Jamie when he was drunk. Just sat up there and be like, here's what you have to do.
Buddy.
Oh,
They did
he
it.
used to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he once told me he didn't do that when we were on stage still. He would
Oh,
do
no.
that when you were on stage?
No, afterwards.
Oh, yeah, you have to go up to him. He once told me about 6 years ago, he goes, buddy, here's what you do. You come back here, you wear cowboy hat, talk about being from South. You do
Get
it really
out.
good. Yep.
From Ohio, though.
Yeah, it made no sense to me whatsoever.
4 days later, you're in there in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, y'all. Sure do love
the
it
lasso.
here in Hollywood.
There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boot.
Anything to make it, guys. Jamie Masada wants me to put on a cowboy hat. Guess what? I got one in my pocket at all times.
You would make a great Woody though from Toy Story.
That's really funny.
I know.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
you
why,
would. You would.
That's
You
why
would.
Pixar, if you're listening,
The live-action
make
Toy
a live
Story.
action Toy Story. I'll play the hell out of that shit. That or
I'll be
any
the parakeet.
ventriloquist dummy of any kind.
Hey, open micers, can I ask you another question? When this happens and everyone's having fun up here and like shooting the shit, do you guys get a little bit like, come on, get it started, hurry up? You did? Okay.
This guy's not even in it. You're part of the audience. Did you sign up? No. This guy's the only guy to
joining in.
stand up for the comedians. Is the non-comedian.
I'm sick and tired of the 4 actually funny people talking. Let's get to America Doesn't Have Talent.
Of course. No, I know. And so you guys know how it works. Comedians' names are in a bucket. We pull them out. Comedians get 60 seconds. You know your 60 seconds is up when you hear that sound of a meow of a kitty. Aw, how cute. You better wrap it up then, because if you go over your time, you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. What the fuck was that?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I like if you go over your 60-second time limit, we're going to play a 90-second sound effect.
That's right.
Save time.
Time is money, and I don't know. All right. Earl, you ready for this?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You guys ready for this? It's episode 42 of Kill Tony. We're doing it again, guys.
Yeah.
So glad to have you guys back.
Thanks for
Here
having
we
me.
go. It's Mike Grubbs.
Grubbs.
All right, guys. Does everybody know what a safety word is?
Yeah.
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 All right, cool. Safety word is when you're fucking and, you want to have some rough sex, but you don't want it to go too far. But I've learned that it's a complete waste of time because a lady, rather than saying it, would rather just treat you like an asshole, So my girlfriend wanted to try it, I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we're getting into it, and I'm fucking crushing that shit. I got my hand on her mouth. So she can't say that she actually can't breathe because I was crushing it, But she finally gets away and falls on the floor, and she still hasn't said anything. So I sneak around, and I dip it right back in, and then she spins around, and she's like, what the fuck? I can't believe you would keep fucking me, and I couldn't breathe. And I'm like, shit, now I don't know what to do because she seems like she's serious. Do I fucking stop or do I slap her in the face because she hasn't said Fargo yet? I don't know. I hope that's a minute.
No, it's not even close.
Not even
but
close. Fuck.
I'm guessing 40. What was it?
It was 54 seconds.
54. All right.
All right, that's good enough. All right.
Pretty good, but you don't have to end it with, I'm hoping that's my time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he
I
did.
stopped. I thought it was at a minute. Thank you. I thought it was a minute, but then I kind of felt like I went too fast.
I thought
I think it's probably one of those things where you probably practiced it a few times and it was a minute and then you were a little nervous.
Nervous, a little
talked a little
nervous.
fast, so you shaved a few seconds off. So
You're sweating under the eye. That leads.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Do you always sweat underneath your eyes?
No, I'm still fucking trying out some white power over here. That was fucking hilarious.
Goddamn right it was.
Yes, it was. It was nice.
this
I was
fucking
nervous because I
guy.
had to follow that.
I didn't get the joke.
Here's the joke, Red Band. He fucks hard.
No, but what
Thank
was
you.
the?
Yes.
He kills shit,
Really?
including maybe women.
There was-
Bro, what's not to get?
There was no truly defined point.
No, I think it was a funny story.
No, but what was that last thing you said? The Fargo thing?
Fargo was
Yeah,
the safety
that was
word.
a safety
the
word.
Oh, I missed it.
She didn't say Fargo.
That's like the
so-
movie Fargo is what you're talking about, right? Or just
Yeah,
Or just like a safety word.
Just
yeah.
any safety word.
Yeah.
Probably could have picked maybe a funnier safety word or something. I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 54.32 second story
For one punchline.
that probably could have been wrapped up in maybe 20 or 30 seconds, maybe.
All right,
And
all right.
the funny thing, it's just a little wordy, little long to get to
Okay.
that.
I like that part where you were fucking her and then she fell and you kept fucking her.
That's my favorite part. I think that's the best part of the joke.
Yeah.
Because she did.
Can I ask you a question? Is it a true story? Or?
Yeah, 100% true.
Follow-up question on that story. How rock hard was your boner? When,
It was it was real hard, and when she was down there coughing, catching her breath,
Yeah.
that pussy was tight.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Real
God.
tight. No, right now I'm like, no, I'm good.
I'm guessing this isn't your wife
I'm
that we're
good, yes.
talking about here. Like
Yes.
you're very
Well,
excited
my,
about this
like, kind of wife.
experience.
Probably his cousin.
What is what does my kind of wife mean?
We have a kid together, and we've been together for like 6 years, but we're not married.
Damn.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
there you go.
that's-
That must be the trick to having it all happen. Do not get married. Stay rock hard after 6 years.
Boom.
So much so that you don't even let the girl get her safety word out. That's amazing.
I had a
You
girl.
got time?
I had a girl tell me we needed a safety word, and I go, if we have a safety word, then how do you know you don't have control? I denied her the ability to have a safety word.
Wow.
I'm not going to do that. She goes, well, don't go too far. I'm like, no, I'm going to go too far.
Wow. What did you like have in your hand at the time of this? Like a fucking
A boner.
a chainsaw?
Goddamn right.
This guy, a boner.
Goddamn right.
A boner wasn't even his.
You think you needed a tool?
Just holding a boner.
Born with one.
Whose boner was it? Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, you basically, what you're saying is that you're banging a chick and she can't get the safety word out. And it's almost a good thing.
Yeah.
that-
I don't know. Is it?
Well, what
I just
did
think it's funny. At the end.
what did she say after everything was done? Since this really
Oh no!
happened?
Well, so what really happened at the end was I was just like,
Feel like she
"Are
said,
you
"I'm
okay? Do
pregnant."
you want to stop?" And she said, "You know," she was like, "Well, I couldn't fucking breathe," and I was like, "Oh well, I'm sorry,
What was
but you
your,
didn't say
Oh,
the
see,
safety
I'm
word."
sorry is the worst safety word that I've ever heard of.
She was she was mad. I didn't know what to do. I was like on the spot. I was like, "You wanted this?"
What did
Fuck.
she fall off of?
The bed.
You guys were on a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she
We're
was
on
propped
one end of
up
the bed,
on a
and
peg.
she rolled
Kind of like,
over
you know, in Game of Thrones where
and
they
fell
kill
off.
the king and then they put his head like on a pike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine her body like that on his rock hard boner.
Right.
So she wasn't just on the bed. She was propped way above the bed, trying to be like showing like, hey, this can happen to you too if other girls come by.
I love that you're telling me this, and over your shoulder he's just nodding, just
Yeah,
like
like,
this is
huh?
Oh,
exactly.
he's got it right. He's
Yeah,
got
man,
it
that's
right.
my kind of
On a
wife.
pike.
I basically Game of Thrones beheaded my wife with my dick.
Almost.
That's great.
What did your 5-year-old say when he was watching it?
Hey,
Right.
he was with
Did he not
He was
fall
in the
off? Was
other
he-
room. He wasn't watching.
Oh, I
he
thought
heard
he was-
everything.
I figured he was still on the bed.
He heard
That's
everything
why
about
she fell
Fargo.
off.
No. He's only one.
Oh.
He was asleep and.
Fuck
When
yeah.
you got your girlfriend pregnant, did you have to talk about abortion at all, or did you just
No, not at all.
What, you didn't get any say, or you didn't want to?
No, I didn't want to.
Oh wow!
If I could make a real quick suggestion to the young comics, if you find yourself in this situation, make your safety word abortion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Red Band.
Yeah, you really wanted to have a kid, huh?
No, but when she got, I
I can't wait until
not
your
before
kid's
she got
listening to this
pregnant.
podcast.
Not before she got pregnant.
And then after
but then
she-
after she got pregnant, I was like, all right, well, fuck it, let's do it.
Wow, that's the worst reason to have a human.
Yeah.
Well,
But
fuck
ironically
it.
enough,
Let's do
probably
it.
the way it happens the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Was it a way to keep the girl into keep her in your life, like
No,
a
not at
connection?
Not at all.
Were you into fat chicks and she was losing weight, so you were like, all right, this will make it work out?
No, I'm just
Or was she into fat dudes gaining weight?
Yeah, that was going to be
See what
my
I did
next
there? Yeah,
question.
yeah, I know.
Did you gain weight after you knew she was pregnant because you knew that you had her locked in?
No.
right.
No, I tried to lose weight because I wanted to be more desirable, but I didn't do that either. So.
Does she have big tits?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you wanted to lose weight to be, a role model for your child, but instead
Well,
it was still
eventually now,
just
yeah,
about boning in the
now
end of the day.
It's still just about boning at the end of the day.
Wow, Mike Grubbs.
But now I protect it. We're not having any more kids. You know?
How do you protect it?
Pull out.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Why didn't you
wow.
do that before?
No, I,
Why didn't you do that before?
Yeah.
Put it in the ass.
Oh, there you go.
white power.
Oh, boy.
Patriot believes in the red, white, and brown. Fucking. There you go. Grubbs.
Yes.
Interesting stuff, man. I would keep talking about that stuff, all that other stuff too. About really paint the picture about falling off the bed. That's funny.
Yeah. With more time, I do say more things. But
Oh, okay.
I wanted to pare it down. And
There you
To
go.
a tight 54.
Yeah, to a tight
it's a
54
tight
seconds.
Yeah, I wanted a
Hell yeah.
nice clean 54 seconds.
When do you start the
interesting.
clock? When they touch the mic? or just like whenever you call their name?
No, usually when they just start
talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You cool with that, Ari?
Yeah. I just
How
wanna know
long?
this.
I'm just curious because you're a bigger guy.
Okay.
So like when you're boning this chick that hard and you won't even stop if she falls off the bed, there's like
Well,
nothing
that was the
stopping
point. That
you.
was like the point of the night.
Yeah, man.
Say the
Shit,
word.
it's
Get
gonna
her
be
off the
fucking
bed.
Say the word, and then you say the word, and I go, oh yeah, there's the word. There's Fargo.
Fargo, man. Where the fuck was it?
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Maybe the word should be art.
I might have dipped it back in, and then she goes, no, Fargo, and I'm like, oh fuck, and
Then
then,
it's
okay, Fargo,
enough.
there it is.
Yeah.
Dipped it back in. I like this.
Yeah,
We're
I
talking
like
about
that.
it like
I
it's a
keep
roast
saying
beef
dip.
sandwich.
I think that's funny.
Dipped it. Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, big guy like you, how long can you have sex for?
I got good stamina, man. I was a wrestler in high school. Believe it or not, I can move.
Really?
But what about with a woman?
What'd you wrestle at? 207.
It was 215s.
What?
In high school.
Damn,
You were
wow.
a big heavyweight.
Wow.
Right.
So what's stamina to you?
What? I don't know.
Obviously, 54 seconds.
Yeah.
We've learned
Yeah,
that.
Finishing a whole
yeah.
pizza.
Because you were sweating under your
54
eyeballs
seconds, and
when
I
you
call
got
it a
up here.
minute.
I love it, man. Mike Grubbs, keep fucking.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
buddy.
I will.
What's his Twitter handle?
mgrubs87, everybody. Follow him on Twitter at mgrubs with two B's, GRUBBS 87.
I was gonna guess that was his Twitter handle.
That would have been a good guess. Some of
Yeah.
the people's are really tough. You'd be surprised. We've had
No, I
some
wouldn't.
interesting Twitter handles.
It sucks having to choose your Twitter account when you're an open micer, so you don't really know how to get a good one yet.
When numbers get
Said
involved.
the guy that just gave up an AOL email account. What was your email?
Hotmail. It was Hotmail.
Hotmail. He just got rid
Oh,
of his
yeah.
Hotmail account.
It got one of
from
those
84.
It got a fancy Angel Fire address or something like that.
That's the Yahoo Serious account.
He just sent me a MySpace friend request the other day. So,
I'm waiting.
and trust me, I'm getting to it.
I thought you didn't see it yet.
So you're on
No, I
Gmail.
saw it.
Are you on Gmail now, Ari?
Yeah, Gmail.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Welcome to 98.
Just throws up the emails everywhere. Just throws them to everywhere. Oh, here's a new folder you didn't know about. Your email's there.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing that they've been working on this technology for the last decade.
Sucks. Just throws your shit to different folders.
Oh, you don't like it?
No,
You
just
like
like-
Hotmail more.
Well, it just like makes sense. Leaves all your inbox should be all the mail.
You can just click on
Except
all mail.
spam.
Why are we talking about this?
Okay, yeah,
I'm
exactly.
still with Yahoo, guys. I trust
Does it have
Yahoo.
to sent mail too? No.
We're
no,
45
nobody
minutes
wants
into the
that.
show. Ari's like, I gotta clean my living room.
This is a new name, I do believe. Put your hands together for T-Pat.
I'm guessing black. Black guy.
Damn.
Oh, the other way. The other way. Little Eminem vibe.
I had a premonition my name was going to be called early. I knew it. Man, we got to watch out for each other. It's dangerous on the streets. These gay guys are getting really aggressive nowadays. Last night, I'm standing out front with my back to the street, and I feel this really hard slap on my back, and I turn around, is this gay kid, and he goes, I'm like, is that the new code word for blowjob in the alley right now? This is case in point. This other time I go to the bar by my house. It's like one of those everybody knows your name type places. Very straight bar. I walk to the corner and to order a drink, and this guy goes, I'm going to fuck you. And not even nice, right? He didn't spit any game or ask me if I wanted to get fucked. He just told me he was going to rape me in the alley. So I'm like belligerent. I'm like, you can't talk to me like that, motherfucker. I'll kick your ass. My friend steps in. He goes, hey, what's going on? He goes, this guy says he's going to fuck me. And he goes, hey, listen, I don't know how they do it in your country, but here you buy the gentleman a drink first. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. What he said was, you can't say that shit. That's not cool. And he goes, I'm going to kick your ass.
Immediate. That's immediate. You don't even get 2 seconds of
It
the
happens. Sometimes it happens really fast.
Wow.
At 58.
It was like on it, and then the bear came
Yeah,
instantly.
you got it at like 102. You got it. 104,
Well,
maybe.
thanks for the extra two.
There you go. T-Pap.
What's up?
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Hungary.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been in America?
29 years.
Okay, so originally it was pretty.
You were born?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I came here when I was born in a refugee camp in Austria, and then we came
From
here
the
when-
Holocaust? You're the last
No,
one?
no, not concentration camp. Refugee camp.
They had refugee camps after that.
One of the last.
He got hot quick.
Amazing if my parents made it out of that.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. So, all right. So we're still talking about the first year of your life. So you get out of this refugee camp, and then what? Where do you end up?
Reseda.
Reseda.
Yeah, and it's some shitty apartment building. And then
You mean Reseda?
Yeah.
What was worse, the refugee camp or Reseda?
I prefer the refugee camp.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
At least
then-
food was free there.
Yeah, then we moved to Fox Hills, when I was about
Fox
5.
Hills Malls rocks.
It used to be the shit. Now it's just
That's where I got my first
bunch of
pager.
Cracker-ass white people now.
Crazy thing about Reseda and you is that Tom Petty sings about both Reseda and how you don't have to live like a refugee.
Oh yeah.
And Ventura Boulevard, which is in between here and there.
Son of a bitch.
Well done, sir.
Just saying, guys. I'm
Little
just
guy.
saying. Anyway.
I thought of that yesterday, by the way. Because I knew this joke was going to happen.
I had a premonition that T-Pap was going to come up and say he had a premonition. And then, all right. Okay. So, how long have you...
I would say definitely for your jokes, way to hate the gays. They're different. They need to be mocked. And
Oh, God. I was
let me
going a
see
whole
what
different
else.
direction.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that's a very sensitive area. So if you're going to, I don't want to say like comedically gay bash, but if you're going to attack any sort of anybody that isn't you, you have to have a sensitivity about it. You might want to think about that.
Yeah,
kind
we
of thing.
agree. Fuck them bitches.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying gays shouldn't vote. That's all I'm getting at here. Right?
Yeah, you're totally right because I mean, you really came across like I was expecting to say that you just moved here from the South like
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Like
I came across as extremely homophobic.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing is
Instead
like,
of just making fun of a situation that happened.
Yeah, how you said it, like he's saying, is how you presented it. You made it seem like very insensitive.
yeah,
very
it comes
like,
across as like just as a human, you automatically you're building walls right out the gate of like I am taking a side on this and I feel this way versus having some sort of neutrality. I don't know. It's a tough thing to do to come out early on and like attack a certain. I'm not saying you're.
Yeah,
a
'cause you were like-
Open micers try to drop N-bombs and stuff.
stuff like that. Yeah, that's a good
Remember
example.
that guy Ari David?
Yeah.
And he would go up at the whatever. What's that coffee shop that all the burnouts used to hang out at?
How do
He
we
would
not
show
meet
his
there?
balls and then drop an N-bomb.
Yeah, he just say it over and over again. He'd be like, "Oh, what? I'm being edgy." People are like, "No, it's
No, you're
just,
not,
it's
man.
just, there's no jokes there, so it's really uncomfortable."
You just sound like a homeless crazy person.
Yeah.
He
Not
had
you,
huge
not you.
balls, though. He had huge balls.
Did he
Don't
really?
even get this guy started.
They're on his level.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
This guy looks like he's stealing baseballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you said it like there was one of them gays or something like. I forget how you said it.
Yeah, I got
This
that
gay
too, yeah.
kid. 'Cause he's a young guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
It's
how
just
it's just weird.
it's a really hard thing to do, and it's very easy to be like, even with the first guy that went up, it's easy to be dirty, really dirty, and tell a fuck story and be like controversial. Versus, and what you do is you're taking a side. So some people get you, and some people are against you.
You and I were talking about this once. How like when we started comedy, you could still gay was good enough just as a punchline in and of itself. Just
Yeah,
like that guy's
yeah.
gay, that character, and the story's gay, and I was like, aha, you got
Right.
it. But now like crowds are like, what? That's not.
Right.
We all went to high school with plenty of gay people.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Sure.
You have to make a joke on top of it.
Right. You're one of my favorite gay friends.
What?
Boom.
Top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure.
It doesn't even sound like I'm that close of a gay friend to you.
I mean, I text you back.
Now, one of the things that stood out to me during that set was that one thing that you did where the guy made the face to you.
lip face,
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you do that? See,
It's a rape face, he said. He called it.
Is that- is
I'm
that
going
what
to
it
rape you
was?
face.
That was the blowjob in the alley face.
It's
Right.
big in the gay community.
He knows.
I think there's something there that you could make fun of about that exact face.
That's a great point. Is like you could be that character, play that character a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like if that's
Like,
a
go
blowjob,
that
it looks
route.
toothy.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
the best sign of a good blowjob.
Right.
But you
Yeah.
really want to just make a face like this.
Right. Exactly.
Her lips really
Exaggerated.
overcome the
Totally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
My blowjob
Like if-
face usually involves a cock in my mouth. So
maybe a letter moistener and just an envelope moistener.
yeah, chapstick. Chapstick.
Huh? Right here? Huh? Huh? That seems like it would be a better blowjob mating call than the the bite your bottom lip and tilt your head back hard thing.
What's your real name? T-Pap is not your real name unless...
It's Thomas Pap, but I've been called T-Pap my whole life. So
Okay,
that's just-
So Petty was also named Thomas.
That was actually
I was gonna say that.
T-Pet is what they used to call Tom Petty. T-Pet.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of a stage name of Tom P. Eddie?
Oh, you're gonna die.
All right. Everybody relax.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I think we pretty much covered that, Thomas.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
job, Tom.
Thank you.
I'd imagine that he hates being called Thomas.
And his Twitter is...
IDTT Podcast? What's your
that's right.
podcast about? Just bashing
It's just
gays?
my buddy
gay bashing.
Arthur and I. We just have a couple beers. We talk about, popular topics, stories from our past. We bring on people to interview, characters, things like that.
What was your take on Ed Snowden?
Fucking patriot.
Very nice. What's his thing?
He tattletaled.
Twitter thing? No.
we give it
IDTT
up.
Podcast. IDTT Podcast.
I'll
on
drink
Twitter.
to that podcast. Basically,
Oh.
by the end of it, we're fucking blitz drunk, and it's
Right.
not really that funny. But the first 50 minutes are good.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
The next 3.5 hours, not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah,
It really winds down after that.
Yeah,
but-
There he goes, everybody.
Usually ends
It's
in a fight.
Thanks, guys.
IDTT
T-Pack.
podcast.
T-Pack. Do you guys remember any joke you used to do when you very, very, very first started stand-up that you can't believe you did, that you're embarrassed that you did?
I used to do a Ross Perot impression of
outta
Ross
here.
Perot doing an impression of Darth Vader, where I would just go,
Luke, I'm your father.
Really?
That was like probably 93, probably 93. Take it easy, bro.
So great.
I'll text it to you later. But that is true. I've done that in this room.
You really date how long you've been doing
I know.
stand-up when you time to do a Ross Perot.
I used to do a
Darth
Nixon
Vader.
impression. No, I'm kidding. What about you?
I did. I'm trying to think of old jokes I've done in here. I did an impression of this a character, original character. It's the old man who thinks that those punk kids should get off his lawn.
You did an impression of that
Which you
guy?
will be
Yeah.
that guy, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
known you a
Right.
long time. That will be you.
Hey kids, get off my lawn! And that was it.
And then you started smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
You know what I used to do up here? I would do an impression of the Secret Service because I love them so much.
The setup is the exact joke.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
So what would you do with the Secret Service?
I pretend like I was taking a bullet for the president. I would just dive and fall. I'm not going to do that now. I would just dive to the side.
Wow.
But I could only go left, so it was hard doing it up here. So it crashed into the mirror.
You could only dive one direction.
Yeah, I tried the other way and I just crumpled. Like I didn't know how to do it.
Ugh.
Please move this show along.
It's like when you think you can throw your football left-handed, and you're like, yeah, sure, and then you do it, and you're like, what the fuck? That wasn't
Exactly.
even close.
The big nut is on that
Ah,
side.
shit. That was great. All right, thank you.
This is a funny guy, funny friend of the show. Put your hands together for Gabriel Killian. everybody.
Yeah!
Armenia, we worship the all-white.
And Satan.
I'm not Arab.
What's up, everybody?
Nice shirt.
Man, I wasted 5 hours at the DMV this morning. I didn't have any personal business there. I was just hanging out, trying to meet new people. I let my idiot brother borrow my car, and he crashed it. Now my insurance company's giving me shit, saying they're not going to cover the damages because I wasn't the one driving. Fucking bullshit, man. Pisses me off. I was on the phone with them for over an hour yesterday during my brother's funeral. I knew a girl who died. Every once in a while, I remember having sex with her, and I get a little creeped out. But I guess it's okay, though. I mean, she was only dead a couple hours at the time. My biggest fear in life is growing up to be like Bubbles from The Wire. Black.
Wow.
Nice.
Try to get
58
the,
seconds. 58 seconds.
Try to get the Patriot on your side there at the end, I see.
I like that last one. Good work, man.
Ari,
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, Gabriel, the second and the third joke were exactly the same.
Yep.
You just switched out punch setup and punchlines, but it's the same joke, which is fine. But you gotta separate them. But it's hard when you only have a minute. How are you gonna separate them when you only have a minute? Fuck.
The first one's
Don't defend yourself, numbnuts. What I'm saying is this. I agree with him. Funny, though. The first two, and no offense to anybody else, but, and maybe they're just getting warmed up now, but both of those jokes I laughed at. The second one, like Ari's saying, I saw it coming a mile away because it's the same setup.
You just did the brother thing.
You could space them apart if you're doing a much longer set. If you're doing a 30-minute set, you can do one in the first 5 minutes and then one in the last 5, and they forget about that.
As soon as you brought up the girl being,
but
the only thing
it's
they have
the
in
same
common
bait
is they're
and
about,
switch.
They reference dead people. That's the only thing they have in common.
No, but as soon as you say it, like, oh yeah, you fucked her. I get it.
A lot of times it's like cracking a safe. Stand up is like a magic trick where it's like there's a setup, but when you can telegraph it.
Show me on my penis.
Okay, hang on.
Touch me to where. Yeah.
Grab it.
Yeah. So
no, if so it's like,
hummy.
but you showed them that trick, and then you showed them a different version of the same trick right after. So their brain path, they've already found that trail.
Definitely, we definitely knew that was coming.
Yeah, so if you space them apart a little bit, that's fine.
But the second one got a bigger laugh.
Quit defending yourself. We're just telling you.
No, the second and third joke. So the first joke didn't get any laugh. The second joke was the first one you did like that.
Yeah.
The third one didn't get as big a laugh as the second one.
Yep.
And
the dead brother and then the dead chick.
And they're totally right. I saw it coming the whole way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah.
One little way that you could go about that, other than spacing them away from each other, obviously, 'cause you wouldn't want those back to back. But what you said was, I knew a dead girl once, something like that.
I fucked a girl that died once.
I remembered
That was
having
dead.
sex with her. But they were separated, right? Those two things were separated. You said dead first, and then you said sex.
I knew a girl who died.
I knew a girl who died.
Yeah.
I remember having sex with her. I get creeped.
Sometimes I think
Yeah,
about
as soon
having
as you said
sex
that, I
with her.
remember having sex with her. Like, I get it after she died.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
And I told you outside, I go, "Are you going up tonight? Because you got your gig bracelet on."
Oh, all right.
Is that for Falcons? So funny.
Let's see what my Falcon thinks.
Respect, Falcon.
For
Respect.
Armenia.
I fucked a dead Falcon once.
Is Sam the Armenian comedian your father?
Or is Sam Tripoli your father?
No.
You look like if Sam Tripoli got AIDS.
You look like if Sam Tripoli's AIDS affected him.
Fatality. That's what you call shining an apple, kids.
Oh my God, I love it. Now,
Good job,
dude,
though,
funny.
Gabriel. Good job. Yeah,
Funny,
really good
good job.
misdirection the first time. Really good misdirection. I was like, I don't know where you're going.
Yep. You definitely seem like of the few we've seen, you seem like you got more stage time than them. You seem comfortable.
did you get that shirt from Buca de Beppo?
Yeah.
Table 34, missing a claw.
Table 73.
It's got a 34 on the back like a dorsal fin.
In your face!
We talk about your shirt.
Oh my God. What was the other thing? What was the first thing that you talked about? The very
DMV.
first thing?
Wasted 5 hours at the DMV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You
Oh
think
yeah,
you
the
said
last.
spend
thing.
5 hours instead of wasted? I don't know.
I mean, waste is okay, but you know what? I think what Ari's sensing is what I am too. Is just like that's a weaker joke to open with when you only have 1 minute. You want to come out strong, and that's like a little bit like middle set time filler.
Yeah.
You almost should have done your second joke first, killed it with then the DMV thing, and then closed on the dead.
Is
chick.
the DMV thing even
I
worth
can't-
it though? That's not even really a joke.
I'm saying for
I
a
was just
minute.
there, I was hanging out. Man,
Waste
it
of
has to be a
time.
second
I didn't
level
even
to
have
it.
any business there, but
Has
I
to be a
was.
second layer to it.
Yeah, there is something missing in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Humor.
Hey, but,
Maybe
okay.
maybe there's a dead person somewhere in there.
Maybe your pocket is filled with numbers.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
pick.
just giving out numbers to other people, something like
Right.
that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but hey, let me ask
Oh
you a
yeah,
question.
that's a great way to make friends with the DMV.
Yeah, giving out numbers. Hey, you're Armenian, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing comedy?
3 years.
Okay, so being that you're Armenian, have you ever considered killing yourself?
Jesus. Dude.
Fuck yeah.
I'd like to apologize for my good friend Ari for being racist. And Gabe, hang on, Gabe, good job. And I know you got to go because you probably have some sort of cab to drive tonight. So
No. He has a show. He's headlining Zanku.
No, it starts at $3.50 today, bro. Starts at $3.50 today. Doesn't start at $1. Starts at $3.50.
How about that?
Extras,
How many times
extras.
have you said this? How about I turn meter off? I drive you to airport for $2,000.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Couple times a day at least.
Of course.
One low flat rate.
Got bills to pay. You got bills to pay.
What do you say I do that for you, my buddy?
My brother.
Fuck yeah. Have you ever gotten feedback from Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory?
I've never stepped foot in the Laugh Factory.
Boy.
Wow.
Why not?
You got to go through a bunch of shit to get on the mic there, and they don't let comics in for shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's annoying as shit.
Yeah, not interested.
You show up, you're like, can I just go in and watch? And they're like, no, you got to charge you. I'm like, what?
Can I go watch
Okay.
Tom Arnold bomb?
Yeah.
I like Earl's impatient shuffle.
I love it.
Let's move on with it. Yeah.
Now, you are Armenian, so are you related to any cab drivers, or have they all gravitated
he
towards
is.
Uber?
There's
now?
no way you're not.
No way you're not.
There's no way you're not.
No cab drivers.
Wait.
Come on,
Backup
bro.
question. How many generations up live in your house? Great-great-grandmother all the way down, or just grandmother all the way down?
It's not like that.
How many generations in your house do your parents live in your house?
It's my parents. It's just them. Yeah.
And your grandparents?
No.
Really?
Not anymore.
Wait, do you think houses
It was
are-
before they died. Yeah.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Teeb. Psychic.
Way to go.
I know Armenians when I
Being
smell
Armenian.
them. I know Armenians when I smell them.
Being Armenian plays a really taxing toll on the lifespan, so I could see why.
And the housing market.
Well, good jokes overall, man.
Yep.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute,
Yeah, man,
you
great
really
job,
managed
Don.
to get some laughs.
Seriously. We
That's
bust
hard
your
as
balls
shit.
because we
Gabe
love you.
Killian, everybody.
You're
One of
great.
the funniest
Thank you,
little
Gabe
guys.
Killian,
in the world.
everybody.
He's
Gabe
on.
Killian.
He's on Twitter at Gabriel Killian. Gabriel Killian. He lives in Little Armenia.
I think originally it was Killian with a Y-A-N, but then he tried to make it more American. He changed to I-A-N.
That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you hear Ian, that's Armenia.
Weren't you Ari Shaffir Steenberg before you?
Yep, they changed my family's name to the Ellis Island.
I get that.
Now, Earl, you're half Jewish and half Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
Some crazy combination.
Yeah, I was born Jew but raised Catholic.
Damn, that's like fucking power machine. That's what. That's pretty much like perfect.
Did you get to see the sex tape with Marilyn Monroe and the Kennedys?
I
Fucking
heard about that.
She had what was coming to her. She got to fuck two presidents.
At the same
Two.
time.
Who was the second one?
Jesse Jackson.
That he never became
Wow.
president.
You never.
I
Yeah, I don't.
expect that answer from you either.
He's the president of Church's Fried Chicken on La Brea.
Oh, that Jesse Jackson.
Nothing better than the black
they
guy's
have
reaction over his shoulder. He just looks down.
Does Church's Fried Chicken have some sort of democracy I didn't know about?
They got the best hot sauce.
Well, there you go.
Good bone rings, too. Bone wings.
Oh,
Bone
yeah.
ring.
Bone rings. Those are called cock rings, and I think you're thinking of a different store.
Oh my god. This is like a.
Into the bucket of doom.
It's true. Back to the bucket we go. It's Big Al Gonzalez, everybody. Here he is. Big Al.
I was watching C-SPAN the other night because I was high, and I thought it was a bad episode of Law and Order. Now, if you've never seen C-SPAN before, it's a political channel where you can watch your politicians argue about bills and laws and such. The night I was watching, they were arguing about getting rid of the phrase act of terrorism and replacing it with the phrase man-made disaster. I was like, okay, I'll go with that, Congress, but let's be clear. If a man walks into a building and blows it up, we can all agree that that is an act of terrorism. But if a man walks into a building and shits his pants, that's a man-made disaster. That would be a whole different call to Homeland. That'd be a whole different call to Homeland Security. They'd be like, what's that smell? The smell of terrorism. Now move on. Thank you. Fuck it. That's it.
Okay.
Big Al Gonzalez. I don't know, man. It got wordy or something. I don't know. I got high.
I feel like two things. One, Ari's pop brownie is kicking in, and two, I've been on a podcast like this before, and two, you dumbass, you had more time, going. You ended like 42 or 43. Did you have something else prepared, or was it the kind of thing like your first couple jokes didn't go how you wanted, so you just kind of like pulled the ripcord.
Yeah, no, I was going for a longer bit. And I didn't know how long it lasted. I haven't done it just by itself, so
Okay.
I have no idea how long it went.
I figured somewhere close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I missed a part in the middle, whatever the smell thing was about, right before the smell thing. What did I miss there? Why would
I stumbled on my word.
I was watching C-SPAN.
I was watching C-SPAN because I was high and I thought I was watching a bad episode of Law and Order.
And they were saying how they should classify.
And they were
something.
talking about how they were going to get rid of the phrase act of terrorism, replace it with the phrase man-made disaster. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go with that, but let's be clear. If a man walks into a building and blows it up, we can all agree that that is an act of terrorism. But if a man walks into a building and shits his pants, that's a man-made
natural
disaster.
Yeah, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
The Law and Order thing, it really came across like you set something up that you never went to.
Oh yeah, it was just
You
extra
could probably just nix that and go, I was watching C-SPAN and they were talking about this. Because I feel like the little
yeah,
bit
or
of the
Congress
negative
wants to do
reaction you
this.
got
You don't have to say
was
C-SPAN.
everybody's brain goes, how is this show like this show? And you never gave them that. And then you went a
yeah.
different direction. So they had to rethink and then, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, that's all I would say about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had this guy in my high school who used to start stories way too early. It was weird. He'd talk about some basketball game, and then he'd be like, yeah, I remember I was in high school, and I graduated. I got like an A in that class. But then I moved on and went to college, and a bunch of my friends there were going to a basketball game. And you're like, what does this have to do with the high school thing?
Yeah.
And it just never had anything to do with it.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah. Mordechai was his name.
Wait a second.
You went to high school with
Can
a
you-
Mordechai.
Yeah, can
Multiple
you say that without
Mordechais.
clearing your throat in the middle of it? What was that exactly?
Mordechai. That's how you're supposed to say it.
What?
Mordechai.
What?
Hi. Mordechai.
Does that have an H?
You're really good at
Yeah, it has
that.
an H. It has plenty of H's.
Yeah, like about 5 of them.
Yeah, a couple C's in there too.
That's like a hard ugh.
Mordechai.
I've heard of a hard R, but I've never heard of a hard ugh.
Sounds like
Earl, you have any examples of a
Yeah.
hard R?
Hummus.
Not in this current environment.
Yeah, what's a hard N there, Earl?
Not in this current environment.
Yeah, there was a 42-minute joke. The end of the joke was, there, and if I guess you could tag it up, make it a little bit more fun. But I think that even the end, maybe think of a different way or different natural disaster or whatever, man-made disaster. Because I don't know, it just didn't pay off for me. That last joke. It seemed like there was a lot of build-up, and then it was like, oh yeah, that's cute, but that's not a. Not
A lot of
not
this
an
goes
end.
like, if they end up getting laughs, it seems better, and if it doesn't, it seems worse. This is hard to fucking.
It is hard, and it's
Well,
hard to
it-
do a minute, and
it's
it's hard to
true.
do a
One
minute.
of open
It's hard to
micers,
do a minute because something
other
as
comics.
simple as you setting up something and then taking a hard right turn. It can take, it took them 35 seconds to readjust to
It's-
what you were doing, so it's tough.
For me, it's hard because I don't deliver in a minute style.
Yeah.
'cause
That's a tough
I
thing.
do. I
Right.
do a very slow kind of style.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was trying. Otherwise, that joke would have took 2.5 minutes.
Now, when you say that joke would have took 2.5 minutes, is
I'm
that because you're
exaggerating.
uneducated, or because you chose to use the word "took" there?
Yeah, I sort of like I like where you're going with it. I think that it has to be more on exactly how high you got. Like, if that makes sense at all. I think that either the amount of pot that you smoked or the quality of pot that you smoked has to be the defining reason and out ahead of the fact that you watched C-SPAN thinking it was Law and Order. Or even if it was almost in question form, like, have you ever gotten so high that you watched?
Yeah, you thought you were watching Law and Order.
Right.
and it turned
Yeah,
out
like I
C-SPAN.
smoked so
Right.
much pot, I watched Law and Order, and it turned out it was this show
Right.
after
tag,
an hour.
tag.
Right. That was the
Tag,
intention.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
intention
yeah.
I'm
I
going
watched
with.
an hour and a half roll call for their morning whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I think all four of us saying the same thing. It was just a little like trimming the fat kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you can make that joke shorter. And
Yeah, cut to the
sweeter.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Shorter than 42. Got it.
No, the first part too.
Yeah. It's a 4-second joke you have. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
But it's a great premise, and there's definitely some stuff to be made there.
All right. Thanks.
Big Al Gonzalez.
Big Al.
Oh,
He's got the Twitter
Gonzalez.
handle Big Ass Comedy.
Big ass comedy.
That's
Wow.
it. Big Ass Comedy. ASS. Big Ass Comedy.
That's
Do you have a big ass, Al? There you go.
Can somebody tell him if he has a big ass?
Let me take a look.
There he is.
It's pretty big. Real nice cinnamon ring, though.
Oh.
Could have lived a long time and not heard that.
What happened to the other Iron Patriot?
He quit. He quit the show about a month and a half ago.
I heard stuff
I love
about
this
it.
guy just fucking busts balls
Yeah,
like
this
nobody
guy's
else.
right up top
He
of the
comes in
commentary.
once every 10 minutes, just snaps out of it and asks a rhetorical question.
He's like Rashi.
Wait, you didn't hear about that dude?
Is this,
What do you mean I'm late for work?
Is this the bad guy from True Detective?
Oh my god. Okay. Let's keep this fun train moving along. Big Al Gonzalez, that was fun. And up next, it's Sarah Kenny, everybody.
I predict it's going to be a girl. Yep.
You're good at this.
All Tom Petty now.
So over the years, as our population has grown fatter and fatter, the fat joke has really suffered. It's like, your mom is so fat. She's fat as my mom. Your girlfriend's so fat. I bet you just have sex with her. Anyway. So my roommate and I have been living together long enough that our periods have synced up. You know, we get them at the same time. But there's something really messed up about that, you know, because I don't think that my roommate should have blood coming out of his penis every month. Like, you should really get that checked out. Whenever you hear somebody say, I'm usually not like that, they're definitely always like that, in my experience. I think that's close to a minute.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sarah Kenny, everybody.
Time for Sarah.
Sarah Kenny.
What is
That sound means someone just won a television.
What was that sound?
I don't know.
It was a TV elephant.
Yeah, that was good. I don't know, man. Fuck, this is so hard.
It is hard.
teach
It is
someone.
hard because, like, you know, it's hard to get momentum in a minute.
Oh yeah, good joke about the blood cock.
Yep.
I like that.
What was the one before that?
The fat joke?
The fat joke.
Oh, yeah, I got
yeah.
some laughs on that.
You know, you could, with the fat joke thing, and I know it's a minute and you get to it really quick, you can set up the how fat America thing is, because if they don't, you know, and tag that, like Tony always says, if you can tag that little, you know, 10-second setup with something, and then you can just pow those out.
Yeah, I do
They're
have
funny. It's
some
funny,
more I
though. Those
wanted
are
to
funny.
add to it. Yeah.
They're funny. It's funny.
Mm-hmm. People are getting fat. That is true.
Fat and lazy.
Yep. As the economy gets...
Hey Earl, I mean Iron. If you had to pick one people that would be the fattest and laziest, what would they be?
Open micers.
Oh.
Great answer. Great answer.
I remember this girl when I was a judge. She did the abortion joke up top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was you.
You did do the mic stand you left in front of you. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah. I was going to tell another joke where I needed both hands, and then I didn't tell it. So that was
Still had 8 seconds. Would it have taken longer than 8 seconds?
it's almost a minute. It would have been
Oh, yeah.
just that joke.
Okay. Is the
But
punchline
still
of that joke this?
Commitment.
I tell you, that joke needs both hands.
A
on
lesson
thing.
in commitment from Jayson Thibault.
Yeah.
He followed through with that one all the way. He was going to do it, and then he did it, and then he stuck with it, and he finished it.
Yeah.
And that's enough from Hindsight Hitchcliff.
Hindsight is always, hey, you know what the numbers are. First of all, I gotta say that I love that Chimey McChimes a lot over here. I loved when you said that
Period synced
with your
up.
period synced up. He just goes, oh yeah. So creepy. How you even stayed in the pocket and tried to finish that joke? I have to give you credit for that. That's amazing.
I just thought that's a reaction. Okay. I'll take
yeah.
it.
Like that's the hottest thing he's heard in months. Just
I know,
periods
right?
syncing up. And I bet you really felt bad when you found out it was a bleeding dick. It's just like, oh no.
Yeah. It was really saying yuck because he knew he was creaming right then.
Yeah.
It was like, oh
I
God.
came in my pants thinking about a bleeding dick.
I thought about like
You made me come for no reason.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
I thought about like eventually you find out my roommate is my dad. Would that
Yeah, that's redundant. That's worth it.
Bad.
You'd love to take it to the next level. I
Got
remember
allowed
that.
you.
I remember that with the abortion joke.
Yeah, I got a little out of hand.
You're a dirty girl, aren't you?
Oh, here's Red. This is
I feel like someone's about to get a new podcast.
It's time for the magical minute with Brian Redband. Ooh, you're a dirty girl, aren't you?
Redband's about to take someone to the podcasting couch.
I don't know why I gave you my voice, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna die. Fuck yeah.
Have you ever met on Craigslist for sex?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how we met initially.
Oh. I can see that.
Women seeking robots.
You do look familiar. Oh shit.
Yeah, very good. I would like to see more of those.
Oh,
Fat.
this
You could
can
actually
be good.
do some more fat
This is
jokes.
the,
I think there's probably some in there just to figure out.
Well, I'm
Maybe-
excited. There's a fatter Barbie doll coming out, so I've been working
Right.
on dealing with that.
Yeah.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
A fat Barbie doll?
Yeah.
She
They're
goes-
worried that the regular Barbie doll is a poor role model.
She has no genitalia.
Girl, well, they're worried she's too skinny, but it's more that like if people think that this doll is supposed to be a role model, it would also mean children didn't want to have nipples or a vagina.
Is it just a Cabbage Patch doll, or is it a different?
A tiny Cabbage Patch. No, just thicker Barbie.
How's it going over there, Ari? Is the sword past your examination?
I figured it out.
I'm surprised he has both of his arms right now.
Yeah.
Diabetic Barbie would be pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
She
totally.
looked just like regular Barbie, but taking insulin shots every once in a
Come
while.
with some pills.
Type 1 diabetes.
Ken's butt smells.
Why would Ken's
What's that have to do
butt
with what do you think diabetes is?
I know.
Diabetes is the
That's the
disease,
disease
where your
where-
sexual partner has a smelly
Smell your
butt.
butt and it totally smells, right?
No, I was just thinking if Ken was fatter also, like he's just sitting there and he stinks and he's just sits on the computer all day or something.
The show's so educational as well. That's why I like to.
Brian, you don't have to be fat. You can get it just from being black.
Oh.
I don't think that's funny, man.
Why are you winking? There you go.
Oh boy. And then what was the last joke again?
If somebody says I'm usually not like that, they're definitely always like that.
Oh yeah, just need a joke there.
Examples.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's more
Same,
just
same thing as earlier. You could just throw a couple examples out of that same shit.
Yeah, I
you
was
know.
kind of like I was trying to squeeze it in.
I'm like always honest is a fucking lying cunt. Any chick that says that to me is a miserable
I'm not
cunt.
usually like this, but I just love having sex for money.
I know. Right. Why do you have a PayPal account for your twat?
Listen, ask when you're on the clock.
No, I was talking to you. Why do you have a
okay.
PayPal account for your twat?
All right, Sarah Kenny. There she goes, everybody.
Thank you, Sarah.
What's her Twitter address? See if she breaks the record for most normal Twitter address. So far, Big Al with Big Ass Comedy has gotten it.
S Kenny Comedy.
Christ. No, still
Kenny
Big Al.
Comedy. S Kenny. Comedy.
S Kenny Comedy.
Yep.
God, was Sarah Kenny taken?
Of course.
Was medium ass comedy taken? Or normal sized
Normal-
ass
yeah, normal ass
for
comedy,
you
yeah.
for the 3 girls in the room that just went, oh, is medium sized ass an insult? No, it wasn't.
It's
It
like every
wasn't.
guy here with their girlfriend, they're driving home, and she's like, "Do you think I have a medium ass? Whatever that means."
Yeah.
Oh, I would never say that.
So what the
about
fuck was up with the medium ass thing, huh?
You don't have a
Wasn't about
medium
you.
ass. Oh, I don't
Aren't
have
all
a
women
fucking-
beautiful?
No, they are not.
Some
They're
real
definitely not.
gorillas out there.
No shit.
Jesus.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. I mean, is that a bigger person, or what do you mean by gorillas, Earl?
Girls who look like they should be on the next Amber Alert.
There was an
Something
Amber
should
Alert
be.
today. Does that annoy you guys when there's an Amber Alert and your phone goes crazy?
You can turn
All
it
right,
off.
Jesus, sir. Oh my
Go to
God.
settings.
Yeah,
Oh, this guy freaks out more than anyone. He's the one with the kid in his
I know.
trunk right
I
now.
was just
like,
gonna
it
say
drives
that.
me crazy.
I don't want to know about it. I
Right.
want to be in anonymity.
Once
Yeah.
I put it in the trunk, I want to forget about that yappy fucking 7-year-old bitch.
Let the sun do its work.
You should like it though, bro, because that means as soon as that goes off on your phone, that means everybody knows you have a kid in your trunk.
Right.
I saw one. I saw one once. I was
what?
on there. You ever see one? You see the thing and it said like blue Nissan Sentra, and you look and like, oh, there's a blue Nissan Sentra.
Right.
I looked at the license plate. It was the same one.
Uh-huh. Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I pulled up next to the guy.
Just gave a little.
No.
Did you give him one of these?
I just saw what he looked like.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
No, they kind of looked back at me. You know that embarrassment feeling when somebody catches you looking?
Are you just telling this story because it seems like a great story?
No, I did, and then I didn't know what to do, so I sort of looked away.
You're a fucking piece of shit, Ari. If this is true, this is the worst thing I've ever heard anybody confess. And the fact that you're taking it and announcing it on a podcast is unbelievable.
Turns out,
It's uncomfortable.
Turns out the kid died 4 hours later. Whatever.
It's uncomfortable making eye contact with somebody. What do you want me to do? It's human nature.
It's like, what are we going to talk about other than the kid he's about to kill?
Yeah.
I love that you got scared when he looked back at you like you're a 5-year-old.
I know.
Like that's what he's.
Or he's like, he didn't just see me singing Sade, did he? Oh, God.
Right.
Ring the joke bell.
Oh, that's great, Ari.
Yeah. That really made a difference.
It's not really great.
Oh,
really
my
made a difference.
God. I mean, wow. It's definitely picture worthy. I
I'm
can
a
see
hero.
the caption of that. Ari just admitted
Really, if you
to
think about it, I'm a hero.
assisting in.
No. Hang on.
What did you do?
How are you a hero?
Because I saw him.
No, I don't think you understand what hero means.
I saw him.
Yes.
So how are you a hero? If anybody's a hero, it's me here.
And I'm waiting to hear why.
Because I saw him. I got the story out of it.
Okay, let's bring up the next comic, and then after the show, I want to talk to you about what you think a hero means.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
No, that's that's gambling. That's gambling.
That's different. That's gambling.
Yeah. You guys make some good points.
Wow. Do you remember what the victim what
Kid wasn't in there knocking, saying, "Help me out."
How would you know?
I looked in the back seat.
You were the only person to roll your window up when the guy turns around and looks at you like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
No, my windows were already up. I could
Did you
not roll.
offer to were you trying to? Why don't you just take it to the next level and just offer "Hey, dude, you have an Amber Alert. Want to switch cars? Fucking get it out of here." Is there anything I can do?
I just wanted to see what he was all about, what he looked like. If he looked nervous or anything.
Did he look nervous?
Nah.
No. But he turned around to look at you.
Yeah.
So he's looking at you like, Jesus, how
He's
is
just guy
that?
looking at
He
me.
looks at you like, geez, how's that creep not the pedophile?
Yeah.
He just keeps driving.
Well, he
on.
probably just saw the same sign we just passed.
Right.
It was coming up, but I was like, oh, I could cross-reference it as we were going.
Maybe he was just the world's dumbest pedophile, and he saw the Amber Alert, and he was looking at your car like, hey, is that the guy? Because maybe he forgot that.
That he was, yeah, maybe.
All right, your next comedian. Every time she is available to make it here, she does this show. She's always funny. You guys maybe recognize her from.
Is it Sarah Silverman? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited for Sarah Silverman right now. Fuck yeah! Let's bring her up, Tony. Don't make us wait anymore.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sarah Silverman.
Yeah! All right!
All right, she's.
Woo!
You're right.
Apparently, Sarah Silverman was in Ralphie May's trunk, and Ari passed them and didn't say anything. So
instead,
No. I think Ralphie ate her.
oh, really went for it on that one.
we know Jimmy Kimmel did.
Holy shit!
Yeah, vagina.
See what I did there? Dumb fuck.
No, everybody, you might recognize her from some of her work in the adult industry, and she does stand up as well. It's Missy Martinez.
Yeah.
I can guarantee the ride of your life. Any fantasies on your mind, we could.
So being important has taught me a lot about myself and life. For instance, I learned that sweatpants and Uggs can be formal attire. I learned a hidden talent of mine is photography. Apparently, I am the Ansel Adams of taking pictures of my own butthole. And speaking of buttholes, I learned it can be an entrance. It can. Another thing I learned, though, is that how much porn stars and comedians have in common. It's actually really, really eerie. We both have the same statistical chance of dying of a drug overdose or rectal trauma. We have both sucked a lot of dicks to get to where we are, literally, figuratively. I hope figuratively. What else? We both spent a lot of time with 7-inch black things by our mouths. And I think the biggest thing we have in common is our dads are very disappointed with our career choices.
It's a minute. Fuck yeah.
That was good.
Is this your 5th time on the show?
I think 5th, yeah.
Fun.
One thing I've noticed that you it's almost like you're reading off cue cards. You're not like really. It doesn't really sound like you're just saying it. You're like almost like reading a list.
She's not feeling it. You're saying
Little
Yeah.
practice,
Yeah.
little rushed, kind of a, you know.
It's kind of like you're like, these are the reasons why I like to eat popcorn. Eating popcorn is good. Popcorn is yummy. You know, instead of going, I like popcorn. It's it's good.
Popcorn has carbs. I can't eat carbs.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, that's not really the point.
Did I project this week, though, Red Band? Did I project? Was I
Not the
last-
same as it was last
Son
week.
of a bitch.
Yeah, that one time you did that act out, but it wasn't.
Well, you can't eat popcorn, but you'll take loads.
Yeah. It's protein. I can have protein.
I like the Uggs thing and sweatpants. I've seen porn stars. They do wear that a lot.
Yeah.
And dress they up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny, you had a lot of. I think you were one of the first ones tonight that for 1 minute you had a lot of jokes within that, and
Oh,
not
yeah,
just
that was
one
good.
long story. You had 4 or 5 different. That's hard to get in that short amount of time. So I thought that was funny. It just my only note I would give you is it's just, and it really is hours on the clock. It just came across as, like Red Band said, a little practice.
Yeah, what was that
and
thing when you acted it out? What was that thing? When you're like, oh, the butt can be an entrance? And then you were like, no, really? You broke or something?
Oh.
What was that one?
yeah.
There was another, that act
too
out thing
obvious.
of that, and then the other thing is you had one joke that was really good, the black things by their mouths or something, but
yeah.
you said sucked your way,
We
sucked a
both
lot of dick,
cocks to get
but
to where we are.
literally and figuratively, you don't even
figuratively.
have to say that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
implied
yeah.
that it kind of like
Okay.
it's a tag to a joke that you don't need. It actually kind of probably discredits the joke a little bit.
Okay.
You can just say that and let that laugh be, and you don't have to explain it. I would say that too. But other than that, I thought it was really good. Especially, I mean, you've only done stand-up 7, 8 times, 6, 7 times.
6. I think this is the 6th.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's easier for you to do stand-up just in the beginning because you're used to having guys look at you?
No, it's totally different. I'm super, super vulnerable. Like, my colon is on the internet, and this is the most
More
vulnerable
vulnerable.
I've ever been.
Interesting.
Yeah, what side is that on? PaulyShore.com.
Yeah. And I'm glad I didn't pick Amber Alert to be my porn name.
Oh, that'd be an interesting one.
Amber Alert, yeah.
I always thought Eureka Gold would be a good one.
Eureka Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I would really talk about more into the porn star clothing. I really like what he was saying. I really like that whole thing because they all wear like the shit that says something on their ass, like juicy or juiced or whatever
Cum
it is.
dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Love me, daddy.
Yeah.
I love me, daddy.
Yeah.
That's
Are
one.
those things real when they do like the fake agent things?
The casting couch?
Oh, if you have an actual agent, that does not happen to you.
No, but new girls who were trying to get an agent.
Oh no, new girls. It's basically a pimp. It's a pimp that has an office. Is what happens to new girls, like when they get Craigslist.
Specifically that one I think he's asking about with the brown couch.
Oh no,
Black House.
I guess.
Oh.
I'm not
No, no.
exactly sure which
Oh,
one of
yeah, those
anything.
things-
I guess I'm asking about all those things. Like, are any of them real? Are they really bringing girls in for like an audition for
The
something?
videos
and-
are all fake.
I think the
feels that way.
I
It
think
is.
Some of the homegrown is actually real, but for the most part, it's all set up.
Wait, did you have to? How'd you get started? Did you have to do that thing?
Family business.
Family? Oh, really? Seymour Butts?
Behind the Spank Door. That's a good franchise.
Did you have to do that thing where you gotta like do it with a guy that he's gonna tell you like, oh, that's good enough? No, you just
No.
start shooting.
No,
You
you
just
just
go straight
start.
to
You
shooting.
start. If you're a woman and you have a vagina, you can have sex on film.
Right.
Yep. You don't even have to be attractive.
It's
Look
those-
at me.
It's those funny storylines, though. It's those ones that are fake that they try to make real
Yeah.
that come across even faker than like the pizza delivery guy walking
Yeah.
in the door to me. Like there's one called, I think it's Fake Taxi or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that fake taxi.
Right, where-
Why are you pulling over?
Right.
We're not. This isn't where we're supposed to go.
Where the guy will just be driving like out in the middle of nowhere, out in
Yeah.
the middle of a field, and there's just some girl wearing like a short skirt that's just like down here. I need a taxi. He's like, well, looks like I found somebody who needs a ride.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because they're not quite good actors enough to like,
No.
play it. So when they have to be like, "What's going on here?" It seems like, oh, come on.
Did you ever
She's
take
taking
any?
off her top. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did you ever take any acting classes or anything for that?
No, but when I was 7, I was in my elementary school production of Ricky Tikki Tumbo, so that prepared me for all of the porn acting.
Is Lexington Steel in that?
Lexington Steel.
He scares me.
Ricky, he's got a huge dog.
Yeah, it
it's
scares me.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Massive.
Fuck yeah, you
At
know.
$1 every time I heard you say that, bro, I would be so rich.
I love that you know what site that's on, but you don't know what site she's on.
That's on ghettogaggers.org.
.org.
Such organization?
Right.
.gov.
Ghetto gaggers. Ghetto gaggers.
Unbelievable. Mr. Marcus.
Earl, do you
Oh,
remember Mandingo?
Oh my God, his cock is enormous.
Mandingo's still around.
Mandingo's still around?
He's still around. He's from Florida.
Biggest dick
Not
though.
bad.
Missy, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Another
Mr.
awesome
Martinez,
job.
everybody.
I'm gonna guess hers is gonna be the new best Twitter account name.
Missy X Martinez.
Missy X Martinez.
X.
Yep.
X.
Definitely
Yeah, that beats Big Ass Comedy.
definitely the biggest Twitter, the most popular Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Missy X Martinez.
Is he X because you do X-rated stuff, or because you don't know how to spell your full name?
Wow.
That's a pretty common. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I thought I was the only Steve Thompson in the world.
Right.
Martinez has probably got to be one of the most popular names, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, because Martinez is just fuck nonstop. Martinez's and what's the other one?
How do you get so drunk at 9:15, bro? How did you get this oil
Oh,
can?
dude.
This guy lives the Wolf
I
of
was
Wall
at Mardi
Street
Gras
life.
a few days ago, and then I was here, and I love Ari. You want to see my tits?
This guy's like the pig of Wall Street. Look at him. Fat and wasted. I love it. I love your style, man.
Pig of Wall Street.
Okay. Your next comedian, always a regular here, writes a new minute every week. Put your hands together for Sarah Weinstein.
Pinatas. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Let's give these kids a bat, make them spin around blindfolded, and then beat the so that they can beat the shit out of their favorite character. Thomas the Train. Imagine being at a party, guys, with just a crew of children beating the shit out of Thomas the Train for juju fruits. Scary. It's like my nightmare. Right? That should have just stayed in Mexico. Like, let's just leave that there. It's real confusing. It's like, there's nothing scarier than a bunch of children fighting for candy. Just like foaming at the mouth for baby bottle pops. For fruit roll-ups. Imagine an LA piñata, a Beverly Hills housewife piñata, cacao nibs, yogurt-covered raisins. Thank you, sir. Cacao nibs.
All right. That's all on piñatas. That's a lot of piñata. So let's get
Pinata
to
heavy.
Yeah,
That's the industry term.
definitely.
It's a pinata heavy set.
You're definitely beating a paper mache goat instead of a dead horse.
This is how Variety would write it up if she was in New Faces. That was your New Faces set.
Right.
A young Sarah Weinshank impressed with her shiny boots and pinata heavy material.
That is how they write things.
You
for
are
that.
so stupid, man. Good crowd work. That was so quick. When shit like that happens, the audience automatically senses it. So the quicker you just put that out, that gets them totally on your side. That was great how you handled that.
By the way, don't ever do that at a real comedy show, sir. You'll be thrown out immediately.
You're not going to remember that apology.
You will not remember that apology. And I will give you a little leeway because we know you have to take a cab back to New Orleans tonight. So
This guy's partying his ass off right now, and I love that after he said, "I'm sorry, I apologize," he was like very mature about it, but then he turned into a little kid. He's just like, "I'm sorry, I apologize."
I know.
He's trying to not laugh after.
When he started drinking, he was clean shaven.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, you're staying in the pinata pocket. That's for sure. You're definitely grinding it out in there.
Well, it was only a minute. That's
Yeah,
not
it's a
too
minute,
long.
so
That's
it's
not
a
too
new
long to
thing that
spend
you're
on
working
pinatas.
on.
Yeah.
And you're beating it out, kind of a thing. And you do every one of these, right?
Yeah.
So there just weren't
you know-
any punchlines. That's the thing.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything
Yeah.
that made me go, ha 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 ha.
It was a lot of premises that you haven't totally beaten out yet.
Right.
It'd be like,
but that's fine.
They're gonna beat up this thing that looks like Tommy. What is it?
Thomas
the Train. That
Thomas the
was
Train.
weird.
Yeah, but then it's like, and then there has to be a joke about how beating up trains would be something.
Yeah, I
it's
wanted
like
to
there's
talk
no
about
level.
Black Friday. Like how the person that did that to like their favorite character then is like the dude that beats the shit out of someone for a waffle iron on Black Friday.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see.
right. They
But I
say
didn't
they're
get-
training
I
those
didn't- I
kids.
forgot
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Or
What's Black
maybe
Friday?
Daria, like beating a woman or something like that. It could be
Yeah,
like a
it's
woman
definitely
beating
one
Joe.
of those-
SpongeBob or something, you know.
It's definitely one of those topics where you're going to want to raise the stakes. You know, there's
Okay.
one part where you said something that where you're like, that should stay in Mexico. There should be an example of something else that you think should stay in Mexico.
Yep.
And when you, and it you know, you could say it's like Bobbity Bob, something else Mexican, because it should have
Mexicans.
stayed in Mexico. Right,
Okay.
even that's very funny. It's like Mexicans.
Yep.
And by that I mean it should have just stayed in Mexico. It never should
Yeah.
have come up here.
Anytime you say something, and somebody else did this earlier, anytime you say in comedy, something is like something, you have to give an example of it, or just don't set up, you know, a simile
yeah,
or
it's so
metaphor.
clearly a setup.
If you set up a simile or metaphor, you have to give them that. Otherwise, it short circuits them, and then you're just taking a left turn.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sarah
Like
Weinstein.
bugs are a lot like, I don't know, whatever it is. Bugs are a lot like Brian Redband.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to have a joke. What would that be?
They mostly hang out with shit.
Well, that's not bad.
You guys are shit, right?
Cool it.
Yeah, exactly.
This fucking guy. is
I know. He just does
unbelievable.
not
God.
understand how to be in.
All right. Sarah Weinstein, thank you so much. We're going to keep
Sarah.
Weinstein.
Wineshank.
She's
Is
on
it-
Twitter
I'm sorry.
at Princess Shank.
Princess Shank. Is her name?
SHENK.
I thought her name was Weinstank.
Wow. No, that's every girl that you went to Jewish college with.
Yeah. She
What
got
was that college
wine
you went
stank.
to? What was that called?
Yeshiva University.
What was-
It's an insult.
How much was tuition?
I think
Be careful with that fucking sword, man.
the Meshiva Jew.
Why? What's gonna happen?
We have
It's
a-
gonna break?
We have a very serious
get up
blow
there.
up to all that. Oh my god.
You mean it was Meshiva University?
Your final comedian of the night. Put your hands together for Kimberly Conn.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Change the station. I hate this song. Does this look like a big joke?
Hey. So, I've been having a little trouble staying in a relationship. And I don't get it, because I feel like I'm pretty easy to date. Like, all you have to do is feed me. And all you have to do is feed me two things. It's food and attention all the time. And, like, I'm pretty, I'm funny, I'm charismatic, I'm talented, I'm cute, I'm sweet, I'm humble. Like, what more do you need, you know? Every time I think a guy's gonna leave me, I just make sure I do Kegels while we're having sex next time and cook bacon after. It seems to work all right. You know. Guys, if I had one more minute to spend, I'd spend it right here because it feels like forever right now.
You could have just ended here over a minute right now. You could have just ended at 51 seconds with your jokes.
That worked well. Why not? That worked good. She got it in time. She got a laugh on it.
That was fine.
Who here thought when she says that, you know, you only need two things to feed her? One was cock. Did anyone else?
I knew you were going to say that as soon as I wrote it,
I thought
too.
it was going
I was like,
to.
tonight Brian's going to be like, I thought one of them was cock.
I thought it was going to be sandwiches and cock.
Wow.
I really
Just attention is fine.
I really liked that. I really liked that humble part of it. I think you can. I like that, and then whatever the next thing was, I like too. I think you have a
Kegels
new-
and bacon is good.
Yeah.
I forgot my last line. I was going to say.
Oh, we could tell you forgot that
Yeah.
last line.
I was going to say, and if he's rich, the only thing I let him pull out is his wallet.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe it's good I forgot it. I don't know.
One thing that you did that I'll give you a compliment on too is like towards the end when everybody realized that you, including yourself, that you forgot what you were going to say and you're running out of time. you were very present and you were very like in the moment and said and went a
Good
whole
joke.
different improv way and that made this connection with the audience, and that was really good.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we have run out of time. Thank you so much, Kimberly Congdon. She's at Kimberly
My only
Congdon on Twitter.
problem was when she said that she was pretty and she was cute, but she should know it's Los Angeles, and you gotta know your place.
Yeah. No, it's all coming to that humble thing at the end. I get it. What's going on, guys? What do you want to promote? What's happening? Definitely follow at Earl Skakel, everybody. One of my favorite Patriots ever. Absolutely hilarious. Listen to his Inappropriate Earl podcast, available on iTunes, and follow him on Twitter. One of my funniest friends.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Great. Ari Shaffir.
You two actually do a podcast together, Punch Drunk, which has become very successful.
At Punch Drunk Sports.com. You can
Sports and
watch
more,
us on-
and more.
You can vote for Red Band on there, right?
You can vote for Red Band. It looks like you're locking it up. And
Voting is still open for that?
Still
Almost
open.
seems like you guys are just trying to draw attention here.
Yeah, it's not leading towards anything
How
anymore.
long's this contest?
I don't know. It's way too long already.
It is.
And it's not going to an award
Started a
show.
year ago.
Should have been. I don't know
The
why.
Olympics of best guest on Punch.
But Ari and I do a podcast together, Punch Drunk Sports, on iTunes with Sam Tripoli and at the Teeb on Twitter.
And August 9th through 11th is Shroomfest 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Participate.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I got a tweet from Ralphie May at some point during this apologizing, saying that he's sick. So I'm sure if you guys live around here, come back next week or the week after. I'm positive he'll be here.
Me and Tony are going to be in Portland, Oregon, April 18th, Seattle, April 19th, and for 420, big 420 show in Vancouver.
Oh, that means this podcast will go up within a month.
I was just going to say, this podcast will never be up by April 20th.
Things have changed since you guys were on that spot.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, everybody.